Welcome back to the 2019 Touch Football World Cup here in Malaysia, and I am really excited for this match. We head back out to Field 6, and it is a Men's Open division. This is only Game 2 in the Men's Open competition. They got underway this morning, and we have a couple of old traditional rivals taking each other on out here on Field 6. It'll be England taking on Scotland. And yeah, as I mentioned, only the second game in the Men's Open division for these two sides. England took on Japan this morning. Really good battle there. It was low scoring, but it ended up being a draw. So England drawing with Japan. The end score was 2-2 in that match. And for the Scots, a little bit of a harder affair in their opening match. They took on Fiji and went down 7-3 in that match. Tough conditions, but to be fair, probably suited the Scots a little bit more as the rain was tumbling down earlier on this morning. So we see the two sides out on the field at the moment, and the Scots there just swapping over to the other side of the field. So England winning the toss, they will get the tap off early here. And England probably the favourite going into this match, you would suggest. But no doubt whenever these two countries come together, you expect fireworks and expect nothing else from the Scots in this match. I'm sure they'll play with plenty of pride and passion. But England early on looked dangerous. Nice cover work there in defence. James Walkinshaw coming in and making the touch. England just going a little bit static in their movement at the moment. Big dummies going left and right. A bit of goosey, beautiful left to right ball thrown there from Robin Johnson. And there you go, opening set of this match. And England, they get the opening touchdown. Wow, that was a perfect pass there from Robinson. And the opening touchdown to England. So let's see what the Scots have the first possession for them. And let's see if they can get themselves down to the other end of the field, get into an attacking position to have a go here at England. They've got some nice speed and they get down low as well. Referee in a crouching tiger position right on the spot. Sees that one as well. Touch is called. Now, fifth touch, coming in nicely. They go right to left, diving into the corner. Just trying to pick up where the referee is located. So the pass must have gone forward. There is a penalty that has been given to England. So players offside, I believe, may be the call, which indicates the pass must have been forward. They didn't get an advantage. They come back out. They string straight back out to the right-hand side. Again, positive start here for Scotland. Ooh, loose carry, loose ball I should say, but nicely held on to in the end. Maintains possession for the Scots. They come back to that right, left, nice bat on, but it goes behind. And if they manage to link that up off that tip-on play, and might have had a chance there in the corner. The ball went well behind Sam Robertson. So England now transitioning out of their end of the field. Again, the pace early on in this match has been really impressive from both sides, it has to be said. Get more direct and coming towards the middle of the park now. We might have a dummy half run at the end, and yeah, it's opened up nicely here. They look to link up in the corner, and it does so beautifully. It's Vaughan Meredith who slides over and gets the second touchdown for England. And the best positive aspect out of that is how they transition out of the end of the field so nicely there. They came all the way down from the other end of the paddock. Nice speed and intensity from England, and they get down the other end. Beautiful ball and a nice finish as well. Sliding finish in the corner. Plants it down, and they get touchdown number 2. So Scotland now, can they claw one back? Just a little bit of dancing around on the park. Couldn't quite get it happening there. I think that's Cameron Sinclair. He's with the ball now again, sorry, Sinclair. They go back towards his direction into the in-goal area. They just got to try and find somebody. They have linked up. I think they're happy here. Scotland is the referee. Happy they are. Well, good response there from the Scots. That's a nice bit of work there. Just nice speed and turn of foot to scoop and pick that ball up, go through into the in-goal area. He was in there for quite some time, just looking for someone to link up with. Did the big alley-oop over the top, and he managed to hang on to the ball, slam it down, and get their first touchdown for the match. Good response. So England again go against the grain. They go short, and nice defence there. James Walkinshaw. They go more central into the middle. Oh, the ball's just out in front of quite Dominic Tripp. Couldn't reel it in now. Scotland, they come out of their end. Nice driving from Robin Johnson. Yeah, nice and central through the middle of the park. Oh, a little bit of a juggle there. William Cunningham couldn't reel it back in. He had England defenders in front of him to stop the play regardless, and just kind of appeared on him a little bit late for William Cunningham. Subs coming on for England. Strong touch made there, but got his feet over the ball, so they play on. They're driving in. They might go from half again here. The Scotland player, he's got no idea what's going on as the England player attacks him while his back is turned. They link up. Now he's trying to slam that down with one hand. This will be an interesting decision from the referee. Technically, you do need to have two hands on the ball to ground it. And the referee has called that the touch was made regardless, so they hang on there, Scotland. They get away with that one. As Cunningham takes the ball forward. He's heading towards the sub-box now. Is Cunningham. Gibson now with the ball. He gets it down as well. And 6 touch there. Thought I could hear cries of play on from the referee, but the England player must have been deemed held their line and position, retrieving to get back on side. So all fair play and good defence from England. They did get over into the England side of the field, but wasn't too far down into the attacking zone of the England defensive side. So a few more direct runs here is going to put them into another attacking position. England, they go from half. They look really dangerous when they do, and that left to right again. Beautiful ball. So we saw their opening try, a similar play, and again when they just get nice and direct and come in nice and strong fast into the ruck, they're getting advantage at the end of it. And touchdown number 3 for England. And there's a mistake here, unfortunately, from Scotland, so they're not going to be able to hit back at England. 2 touchdown lead is the score at the moment. 3-1 on the scoreboard. That's a good roll ball. Managed to get it in front of the Scottish player. And 5th touch is the call now. Fire it out. Ooh. Nice dancing work. They pop back on the inside, go the bat on again. And there really wasn't too much doing there on that occasion, but they ripped a nice right to left ball out to this left winger from England. And they almost caught Scotland napping there on that occasion. So the referee's just pulled up play here, gives a penalty. So hold on to the ball and more field position here for Scotland. Looking to get some players in motion, just realign here. They go long, got the hands onto the ball, it's been picked off. I'm not sure whether anyone's going to be able to chase him down. We just can't see who the player is. They're running towards me now. Oh, puts another second effort in as well. Looked for the afterburners, kicked in the DRS and was never in any issue there. Sam Robertson picking that one off, and the big rangy winger for England streaks away down the sideline, gets their 4th touchdown, and it's looking a little bit dangerous now for Scotland. 4-1, the score has increased out to, and it can be quite a dagger in the heart at times when you're on the attack, you're trying to get yourself back into the game, throw an intercept, they go the full length of the field to score. I don't think we'll see a long ball in this set after seeing what happened to the Scottish side in that previous raid. Let's see how they go. How England players, I think, are being called offside. Did he manage to get the ball away? The referee's actually going to come back into a position here to call the forward pass, I think it was. So England must have retrieved back to the line in the end, and the pass called forward. So England now just switching in. They're working in the middle third of the field nicely here, England. They come back out to this left-hand side. And nice touch. They're trying to claim 6 more. And referees are coming together. Now, just having a little bit of a chat. So it looks like from where I'm sitting, a little bit of a distance away from field 6. But the number 1 was Vaughan Meredith from England. Oh, Scotland turned it over. I think he was claiming that there was 6 more to go. He's caught the ball, and I think the referee has indicated that he lost it into a Scottish player, which constituted the knock-on. Or a simultaneous touch might have been the call, so that turned it over. But once Scotland got the ball back, they have turned it over themselves. So will England make them pay here? They're in prime real estate, attacking zone-wise, and another dive underneath, and that's going to be a try to England. That is number 5 on the board, and they are right in control of this match. So let us know where you're tuning in from if you're watching this match in the Men's Open Division. We'll get the Facebook feed coming up in a second here, so we'll be able to see your comments. Let us know who you're supporting, what countries. It's been a really entertaining day here. Day 2, plenty of action. It's starting to get into the nitty-gritty. All the divisions underway now in competition. Some are getting to the midway point, and teams are going to start to look towards the finals. And every match, every touchdown stop is going to be crucial from this point. A lot of teams training for 4 years since the last World Cup in Coffs Harbour. So a lot of work has gone into getting themselves firstly to Malaysia. And then you really want to put your best performances in once you get to the big dance. But England again, they're still looking creative as they throw the ball over the top. Ben Meakin just couldn't quite connect up there. Yeah, pretty funny comment here through Facebook. Gino, pasty touch, ... with the smiley face emoji. Now, is that in reference to the poor white skin that some of our England and Scottish players might have out here? And I'm telling you, they're actually pretty lucky. given that the Men's Open only started today, if they played yesterday in the heat and the conditions that the players had on day one, I don't think you would have seen much pasty skin from either the English or Scotland players. They would be pinked up red lobsters today. And the poor old English and Scottish pasty skin would have copped an absolute barrage yesterday afternoon. So, luck of the draw for these two open sides. And much cooler conditions, although it is really muggy now this afternoon following the rain that we had this morning. England again, they've really got Scotland on the back foot. They are into the in-goal area. Can they connect up? They have. And another touchdown. They're looking super impressive, England now. So 6-1. I would have loved to have seen the match that they had against Japan this morning. It might be a sign that the Japanese have got a really strong side as well. There's been a lot of development taking place in Japan over the last 4 years as well. So they're definitely going to be a team to watch. And I really just can't wait to when we get into semi-final time with these teams to see if any upsets can be caused. I love watching how other nations really have success in touch football. We got Lucy Willis, who's made a comment on Facebook. She's tuning in from Shanghai. She's supporting Vaughan, number 1. He's played with Shanghai Touch in past tournaments. There you go. So good to hear. Vaughan Meredith from England, doing a bit of travelling. A lot of our players do, and having a chat to quite a few of them here at the World Cup. Like, obviously, a lot of them have travelled over to Malaysia for the World Cup to represent their country. But yeah, it is quite surprising to see how many touch players do travel to other countries just throughout the year for different tournaments that do occur. There's a lot of expats that live in different countries and then either return back to play for their home nation or have been into another country for a number of years, picked up residency and then get into a position where they're able to represent that country then in World Cup, as we see England stroll over again. And one other who I can make mention of just through a personal relationship and knowing him through the English side is Hamish Jones. He is playing in the number 9 position. I haven't actually seen him in this match. He may be sitting this one out. Can't quite see the England players. They're running towards me at the moment. But knowing Hamish, we come up from the same area back in the Redlands in Australia. And we played a lot of junior touch together, and I come across him in the lift when we were coming out to the grounds one day, and it was great to see him. He's been over in England for 5 years, which was a big surprise. So he's been there for quite a number of years, and now he's into a position where he's eligible to represent England. And great to see when they move away from the country and they can go now into pretty much any country that you like and continue to play touch football, the sport we all grew up with and loved as kids, and to get the opportunity as they rip through again England and finish it off. Wow, just all 4 defenders there from Scotland coming in to put pressure on, and they threw the ball out to the right again. So yeah, as mentioned, yeah, to have the chance to go over to different countries and to still be able to play touch football is just amazing these days, and sport creates so many opportunities. So it was great to see my old mate Hamish, and he's out here rolling with the England Men's Open side, and they're looking pretty good at this stage. They might go deep into the tournament. Yeah, they keep playing this way at the moment. Strong contact made in the ruck there, but Scotland, they're not giving up here at the moment. They're still keeping the speed in the game at a nice high level. Now getting some comments. Please let me know as well. It is difficult. I know I have been probably mispronouncing some of the players' names. It has been a little bit difficult. I am getting team sheets just prior to the matches, and I do apologise in advance if I am getting players' names pronounced incorrectly. If you're watching at home and you're in contact, please encourage them to come up and let me know if I am getting their name incorrectly. And Denise Janish let me know. England number 13 is called Mimsek, so pronounce Mimsek. Well, that's fantastic information for me to know. Mimsack, I'm going to make a note of that right now. And just going back to Nice, I promise to get that correct from this time on. As England get another try. We've got some Scottish viewers tuning in as well from Dundee, Scotland. A huge fan of Cameron Sinclair, Andy Shaw. He's been pretty good. Sinclair. Just check. I think I've come across his name. We've got a Cameron Sinclair in this match, so might be a relative there. I'm sure I've called Andy in a match at some stage during the game. So Taryn Powell making a comment that she remembers some of the players in this team starting touch at school and have gone right through the England development days. Amazing to see how far they've come. Hashtag One England. Yeah, really great to see. There's been some great development work that's taken place through Europe, and you can really see the transition. I didn't get the chance to get down to the last World Cup in Coffs Harbour. Unfortunately, the weather, for those that were either watching at home or got there themselves, the weather actually stopped me from getting down there on the weekend. We had rivers cutting off roads, so I couldn't get down there in the end. But a lot of the people that I've spoken to here in Malaysia who were at the World Cup in 2015 have really made comment of how far a lot of the nations have come over the last 4-year cycle, and England are definitely one of those teams. The halftime hooter has sounded in the background. There's been a penalty given to England. They're just going to take the touch and go for drinks at the halftime break. They're well in control of this men's open match over Scotland at the moment. The score is 9-1 as we go into the halftime break. And we are back out here on Field 6. Men's Open, England in right control of this match over Scotland. The halftime score is 9-1. There's been some positive signs from the Scottish boys in the match. They definitely haven't dropped their intensity at any stage. They'll be looking to reclaim a little bit of pride here in the second half. Try to stop the flow of this strong attack from the English side. They need to get a couple of touchdowns themselves, but there's got to be an emphasis on stopping them as well. A little bit of a false start, and we come back to the mark. And the Scots back in attack. Another shutout from Jill Stevenson. She is going for Gus Lowson, number 8 from Scotland, watching all the way back in Dundee. Here we go, look at this. Oh, diving touchdown from the Scots. That's exactly what we wanted. Stuart Gibson in the corner. So great start to the second half from Scotland. So just as I mentioned, to get us going, they haven't at any stage of the game dropped their heads and shied away from the contest. They continue to play with as much speed and intensity as they can. And Melissa Day saying I'm also mispronouncing the England at number 6 as Jordan Melling. It should be Ginger Ninja. My pen is coming out now. Number 6, Ginger Ninja. It's on the sheet. Every time Melling gets the ball, the Ginger Ninja call will come out. And England, just too easy in the end. Nice speed shown from the red and the whites. They get another touchdown. That's their 10th, so double digits. There you go. There's good chat coming through on the comment line on Facebook. So Megan Ludsky, whilst we're on the topic, number 12 from England is often called Dopey from his sister in Australia. There you go. Well, that's just spells just love from the family on the other side of the world. Calling your brother Dopey sounds a lot like my sister trying to spray me every now and then. So poor old Ben Meakin, he's getting written on the sheet as well. Dopey Meakin. We got the Ginger Ninja, Dopey Meakin. Surely there's some other siblings watching some of the England and Scotland players that have got some good nicknames in the back pocket that we can wheel out in the second half here. And oh, beautiful ball and finished off in the corner. So they are not taking the foot off the accelerator at all. Inshore, can I get a shout out for Stirling Storm Touch Club, Scotland's biggest and best club. Mighty Stirling Storm. I want to know actually if you are a chance of getting back to me, Andy. Do you guys actually play in winter in Scotland? Like, it gets cold in Australia where I'm from, and Scotland again diving in the corner, touch mate. It's cold in winter, and I always hated playing winter games. 9 o'clock time slot, you know, we're talking for us in Queensland a cold night, or still about 15 degrees. I can only imagine what you guys play in winter. Yeah, let me know. You have to get the thermals out, the beanie. Oh, just doesn't seem worth it. That's probably why some of these players have made it to representing their countries, and I did nothing more than get participation runner-up medals in C grade. So that's the difference, I think. Oh, look at this from England. They are just going full steam ahead. That's a beautiful ball. Hits the link nicely. They get number 12. They are not letting up at all, the English, in this match. And I think they smell blood in the water. Might even have a birthday shout out. Ooh, number 14, Peter Chambers. Stop it. If that is the case, a big happy birthday to Pete Chambers. What better way to spend it in the heat of Malaysia, just absolutely sweating. Strong contact made there in the touch. Josh Ingram having none of it. Callum Shreenan. Let me know number 3 from Scotland. Who we got? Rowan Chillingworth. Oh, where's that guy? Known as Plower. I like the addition of the blue love heart on the end of that one as well. Showing some love for Plower. Yeah, it's been backed up as well. Alistair Gossip, Plower, number 3. Dang it, where are we? I'm going to keep my eyes out for Plower. Let me know how he got the nickname, if it's suitable for broadcast, that is. Yeah, the Ginger Ninja, number 6, setting up another touchdown. Yeah, good pick up there, Melissa. Smoother than a Wigan butter pie. What on earth is a Wigan butter pie? Please let me know. Good ball. Tell me that he's got it down. Yes, he has. Who is that? The number 16. That is Sam Robertson. Good finish in the corner. Beautiful ball from the inside. I couldn't quite see who threw that. I was too concerned with the Wigan butter pie. Alistair Gossip letting us know that Plower is romantic. Yes, the Plower, Johnny Carter. So popular figure in Scotland, Plower. The cult hero in this men's open side for Scotland. Nice short ball again. They've got them on the back foot, England. Touch made. Yeah, they're really lifting here, the Scots. So the substitution box I can see from the far side. They're quite a distance away from me, but I can still hear a lot of chat and a lot of support for their players. The scoreline isn't a factor to them. They're just playing with as much pride in the jersey as possible. Oh, good footwork as well. Gets him an extra couple of metres going up through the middle of the park here. As again, I really just got to stress the fact the score being 12-3. You wouldn't know it if you're just walking past the field now and seeing it for the first time. Still a lot of intensity and a lot of chat out here between the two sides. Do they go long again? Yeah, it's a bit of a harbour bridge pass, unfortunately. And the number 14 picks that one off, John Strain. And some more love for Meakin. Got some family back in Australia. Dopey Meakin is what I'm hearing. That's what I got on the sheet. So love from the family back in Brisbane. From mum and dad. So mum and dad Meakin, as England score again. I'm not too sure if you saw a comment. I think it might have been from your daughter. She let slip that poor old Ben's nickname is Dopey. I'm not too sure if you need to discipline her at all for teasing her brother at any chance, but just letting you know, I don't want to be the snitch that got you in trouble. Stuart Gibson at number 1, who scored some great touchdowns in the corner. Gibbo, he'll be referred to from this point on. Just getting a couple of waves from some fans in the crowd. What's that? You want a shout out? Oh, from Rocky. Got some fans from Rockhampton in the crowd back in Queensland. Couple of Aussies. Just seeing just a couple of other fans of mine out in the crowd. The punters. They love me. That's the joy of being in an open commentary box here. People just get to walk past and pester you when you're trying to do your job at the same time. So Andy Shaw's come back to me about the Stirling Storm. Yes, thanks for the question. Sterling Storm have winter training and run a Central Touch series during the winter. So we are a hardy bunch. A hardy bunch. That's not a very good Scottish accent. I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit. I've been talking a little bit too much over the last couple of days. We'd love to welcome you sometime. Oh, that's a huge diving effort in the corner. And has it been given? I just can't quite see the referee now. It might have been a forward pass. Well, I accept your invitation with open arms. I'd love to come over. Maybe not in winter. I don't know if I'll make it to your winter training session for the Central Touch series, but I'd love to get over to Scotland. I've been there once before. Great time. My heritage is from Scotland, so I feel like I need to return and celebrate the McAllister heritage. And my name being Scott McAllister, I'm pretty much as close to being Scottish without actually being Scottish as you can get. So, would love to come back. And a big fan of the Plower as well. I can't believe how much love there is out there for the Plower. What a cult figure. I might have to try to get the Plower up for an interview. If there's any family or friends, let the Plower know to tune back into this broadcast. They can watch back the live stream games anytime. And tell the Plower I want him up to the commentary box so we can do a little one-on-one interview. I want to get to know more about the Plower, the man who is the Plower. So England, in the meantime, well, I've just been talking a little bit of dribble up here in the commentary box. They scored another touchdown. It's 14 I've got on the count. But Scotland, nice little goose step there. I think it might have been Cameron Sinclair, 5th touch, so they hand the ball back over. So Megan has come back, the sister of Ben Meakin. She says, my own kids need to learn to call him Uncle Dopey. Go Dopey. I love Carl and Poppy. There you go. Poor old Dopey Meakin. Clark Hobson, the professor. Ooh, I like that one. That's a good one as well. Fun fact, England number 4, Clark Hobson. Hobbo. Have I got Hobbo? No, I've just self-appointed his nickname as Hobbo. Is rumoured to be second cousins with Ben Affleck. Well, that will absolutely do me. If that is true in any way, we need to sort something out. Get Ben Affleck over here to Malaysia. They love him in Malaysia. I was talking to some locals about Ben Affleck a little bit earlier on this morning. Hashtag we love Plower. Oh, I have to meet this man. My Scottish accent sounds more like a pirate. Fair comment. Thank you, Alistair Gossip. Yeah, I need some work. Like I said, I'm starting to get a little bit raspy. I'm not at my peak Scottish accent performing level. And England, play on again is the call. Another touchdown. Kick the ball back to halfway. Starting to run out of ink in the pen, unfortunately. Now I've got 15 down on the scoreboard. My apologies if I've missed any of the touchdowns along the way. I'm getting a little bit distracted here with some of the comments coming through on Facebook. Here we go. There's another one. The Buffalo Touch Rugby from Edinburgh. Huge shout out to our homegrown Buffaloes on Stampede for Scotland. Peter Chambers, Stuart Gibbo Gibson. Yeah, see, I called him Gibbo. Good call from me. Gus Lawson. Sterling Storm Touch Club. See you on the pitch in June. Oh, throw down there. Rivals the Buffalo Touch Rugby. Throwing it down to you, Sterling Storm. See you on the pitch for winter training and the Central Classic. Oh no, June, I'm thinking the other side of the world. That's your summer, even though your summer's like our winter. I just don't know how you guys do it over there. It's just cold all the time. Melissa Day asking, is it true that England's Gabe Pennington is wearing a black armband to conceal a bionic arm capable of throwing a 30-metre left to right bullet pass? more than likely. I don't think anybody in this match has been wearing any sort of concealing armbands. There's been some big bombs thrown in the match and some touchdowns scored as a result. So I've been super impressed with some of the big long balls that some of our players have shown on display throughout this tournament. Now, good inside information back on Dopey. Apparently, Megan, his sister, was called Dopey by Ben. So now they share the nickname. Oh, so it runs in the family. The apple doesn't fall far from the... Well, I won't say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Then that's putting, issues onto Mama and Papa Megan. I don't want to say that. And I think it's just with the two kids, the Dopey Megan kids. Whoop, that just got popped up in the air and picked off. It's going to be forward pass is the call, so they'll come back. Thomas John, no, I still haven't found out about the Wigan pie. England turning the ball over. Scotland, so they're down by quite a few. The score's 15-3. Oh, it's just popped up there and turned over. So they tried to get the foot into it as well, but they couldn't. Yeah, wouldn't have been allowed to do that. Callum Smith just dropped out there. So a couple of errors creeping in now. Oh, that's, yeah, it looked nice out of the hands there, left to right. The ball just tipping down in front of the right-hand side winger there for England. So we're getting towards the back end of the match now. And I'm looking forward to the next match, which is we're going to shift back to Field 1. And it's going to be the Mixed Open. First time we're going to see the Aussies out here on the main field. They're going to take on England in that match. So really looking forward to a couple of traditional old rivals as well, like we have here with England and Scotland in the Men's Open game currently on Field 6. But the Australians are going to come up against England in the Mixed Open. It's going to be a really good game. It'll be interesting to see how the Aussies go in that one. Yeah, they are the defending champions in the Mixed Open division. We saw the Kiwis, who they came up against in the 2015 decider there in Coffs Harbour. We saw them just a little bit earlier on take on PNG. A really super impressive performance in that match. They were right in control. Oh, intercept picked off here, yes. Can they go all the way? Oh, there's some England defence coming across the field, but he's managed to kick away from him. They're coming towards me now. He's still zigzagging. Oh, big diving effort in the corner. Huge play there. Dominic Tripp making the touch, makes back-to-back touches as well, and he is happy. There's going to be a penalty against the Scotland side. Oh, that's unfortunate. And they have been marched up the field even further. I think that might have been Logan Rundle. Couldn't quite see as he was running towards me, but what about the turn and chase? Didn't give up on the play. Got up and made the next touch as well. Dominic Tripp. So with a massive lead of 15-3, you could excuse the England players, and look at this, they might even make them pay again. Yeah, I was just going to say you could excuse the players for just letting that ride through. They could save their legs. They've got plenty more matches to come in the tournament, but that just shows pride in the jersey. It also shows the willingness to close this match out, and also saving tries is as important as scoring them for sure, and they protect their extended lead, and they keep Scottish side restricted to 3 touchdowns at the moment. There's still a little bit of time left on the clock, however. Could be another chance for an intercept to be taken from the Scottish team. Oh, and a nice diving effort as well. Touch made. Rudy goes in the background, and the Scottish player is claiming the touch. And I think the referee may have blown it. I just got a little bit obstructed by some of the players. Regardless, though, it was a extremely dominant performance from England. Second match in the tournament for them. They come off a 2-2 draw with Japan and follow that up with a big victory over Scotland. Plenty of work to do for the Scots, but they should be proud of their performance that they put on. They never gave up during the match. England are far too good for Scotland in the Men's Open. Stay with us. We will be back to Field 1 in a short period of time. It's going to be the Mixed Open between Australia and England. It's going to be an absolute cracker. Make sure you join us very shortly.